straight from Tennessee. All right, we'll have your package delivered at 11:08 a.m. 5 minutes to get there, 2.5 miles. All the way from Louisiana. The only reason I say that about Josh Smith is because there's been pastors that have done that. And David would know, he's the accountant, or he's the one that's in charge of a lot of the MacArthur Boulevard Baptist funds. It does seem very strange that all of a sudden he gets a loan for $5 million for the church and then disappears. To me, that seems kind of sneaky. You know, within the same year. And he'd been a pastor there for quite a bit of time. All of a sudden, there's this big talk about $5 million, and boom, he just disappears. And Ricky becomes, you know, the pastor out of nowhere. Why would someone need $5 million unless it was to cover medical costs or something like that? But still, it's wrong. You know, because we're the members of the church and we should know the truth. So, all I ask for is the truth. If Josh didn't take the money, then he has nothing to worry about. But if he did take the money, he'd want to confess that for the church. He'd want to confess it for his own good and for his own protection. Because they're probably going to be more lenient on him if he confessed that he took the $4 million or whatever. Because it probably only cost $1 million to expand the church. It didn't cost $5 million to build a bunch of cheap buildings. Because they didn't rebuild a sanctuary. All they did was rebuild a few buildings. And that only cost him probably maybe at the most $1 million. So if he did take the $4 million, all we expect is for him to confess that. And David knows he did, because David is the one that's in charge of all the finances. And also, why would God put that in my heart to want to investigate that? You know? And maybe why I was a banker and things like that. Looks like this probably is a Walmart. And we'll be there in 2.2 miles, 5 minutes, 12:45 in the PM. They just told me 5 customers, because they're all like 2 or 3 items each delivery. They told me 5 customers called and canceled the order. Or they I don't know why they would even say that. All right, looks like we've got a perishable pickup. This meaning it's food, perishable food. We'll be going exactly 14 miles, 22 minutes. We'll arrive at 2:19 in the PM. So if you're familiar with, all right, if you're familiar with Office Space, this is a filming location right here of Office Space. They use several of these different buildings. That's a Galleria. It's connected to a building called West End. That's West End right there. So that's part of one of the opening scenes when Peter Gibbons is stuck in traffic headed to Anytech. That's some of the buildings in it. We're at Addison right now. Well, I went by and I checked on Linda. She's doing okay. She had been drinking, so I saw her, and she's trying to get sober. So please pray for her. We're all praying for her sobriety. Got 2 orders right here at this place. It's called Million Air. There's the address right there. So this is probably going, I have no idea where this would be going. We'll find out. This is the inside of it right here.
At the Crescent. If somebody's not there, then I'm sure they...
Well, perishables. So they're a company called Millionaire. That's the company. They do private jets and stuff. I've dealt with them a few times before on a few of these things. So they'll be going to your doorstep. It's a fun day today. with delivery. That's what we're changing. Just going standard, just delivery. I've used so many different names on it. Now I'm just gonna say delivery. But at times we do run around quite a bit. All right, we're gonna go 2.1 miles, 6 minutes. We'll be there at 2:37 and the PM. And this is the first order of the 2. All right, this looks like the building that we'll be doing the drop on. Thank you.
Here, girl. Hold the door for you. Going down.
Appreciate it. Oh, this is a risk theory. Yeah, I might. Different on this app, which I'm just going to call delivery. They have to, when you drop it off, the receiver has to put their name on it. So it's to one person, but the other person has to put their name and then sign for it if anyone is picking it up. So you can't just say that that person is the other person. Does that make sense? So the person that's receiving it was not there. So the person that did receive it is there. So you have to put their name in and then they have to sign it, showing that they received it. That's an important aspect of this because the blame will go on the person receiving it. If it's, you know, if they take it or something like that. It's an interesting little thing though. You have to kind of see how it works. You have to pay attention to the details on it. Because the person's name was Brian, but Brian was not there. The other person that received it, her name was Kirsten. So she signed for him. Pretty cool, huh? Kind of an actor that's followed the footsteps of Marlon Brando, which is actually true. That's why I went to the actor studio. That's why I went to New York. But Marlon Brando was known to crawl into people's apartments and eat their spaghetti. This is like, he actually, to be honest, in Peter Manso's documentary called Brando, he did go into people's apartments. He would crawl in through the fire escape. This is true. Sometimes he'd get a key, sometimes he wouldn't. But he'd crawl in through the fire escape. And there's one incident where he crawled in this person's house and used their orange juicer. So he crawled in, he got a hold of some of their oranges, and they had like these old 1950s juicers where you juice the, you know, you'd put this little orange in there, and then you turn this little crank and it would make fresh orange juice. Well, he got caught red-handed doing that. And you know, I guess the person that owned the apartment came in and he's like, I'm making orange juice. You know, they're like, get out of here, Brando. A lot of people knew who he was. He crawled around a lot of different places in New York City. He actually really did. There's documentation that he did that. He crawled through people's windows and cooked their food and stuff. And I was known, when I lived in New York, I did go into some refrigerators. My friend Peter, who was from Amsterdam, one time realized that his jelly, his jam, his European jam was gone, and I had eaten it. And so I pulled him over to kind of talk to him, and then they moved me from the 3rd floor to the 5th floor because he got upset. Who ate my jam? Who ate my jam? And I was like, let me talk. And I wanted to talk to him, so I grabbed his elbow, and I pulled on his elbow, and he called the RA, or the RA people. So they moved me to the 5th floor. We're just kooky, you know, actors do kooky stuff. Look at this right here though. I don't know what this is right here. It's David's Food Service. That would not be a bad idea to have one of those little trucks right there. You can go mobile. The air conditioner's not working in the back though. Boy, I tell you what, it's 99 degrees right now. 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty cool. About Dallas, it's a little bit different than Fort Worth. There's about, I don't know, 1 million people. There's 1 million more people in Dallas than Fort Worth. 1 million more. That's a lot. I'm in touch with my friend Daniel. He's a buddy of mine that lives out here. He's an actor. See if he responds. I don't know if he's still in Dallas though. We're kind of by the SMU area. I'm thinking about maybe I might go see a movie tonight. I usually go around where Angelica is, the Angelica area, to see what's showing, see if they have any art films and stuff like that. They usually have like a good Mexican bar or restaurant. That Guitar Center I recorded. That Guitar Center right there, I recorded Peace and Pizza, the song Peace and Pizza. Yeah, I noticed something last night when I was watching the show, because it got really, really hot, and I took some kind of like time off, and I got, the air conditioner going, because I have a little private air conditioner kind of thing, and I realized that I don't want to talk when I'm zoomed in, because it muffles the mic. I don't know why. I don't know if they're going to fix these iPhones, but it'll muffle the mic. So if you zoom in and you start talking like this, it muffles the mic. You have to stay at like 0.13 to sound the same, so that the quality of the sound is the same throughout, the vlog. And also you have to be at a certain distance from the mic. If you can see right here, you got to be a certain distance from the mic so you don't get what's called a plosive. They also call it a popping noise is what they call it. I think some recording artist will call it a popping noise. And the air conditioner too is an issue. You got to turn off the air conditioner so it doesn't blow on the mic. So you got several different things that you have to worry about at the same time. All right, there's West Mockingbird. It's a Mockingbird station right there. Out here named Jake McCollum, and he's from LA. Last time I checked in on his vlog, he was living in his car, but he was going to Austin. He had a Prius, and he had a meth problem. But I don't know how he's doing now. He may have finally found an apartment. I was hoping that he would. I haven't checked up with his vlog in a long time. It's probably something I always think about whenever I go to Dallas, because he was originally from Los Angeles, and then he came into Dallas and started vlogging. I think he quit doing meth though. Probably going to see we're going to see more of this stuff, Dallas and things like that, because, well, there's a lot of work here. There's more people. There's 1 million more people. So we're going to be seeing more of Dallas lately. Maybe even every day. I don't know for sure. Maybe every other day. I'll have to look. Sometimes maybe Arlington, sometimes maybe Dallas. But delivery gets you here, And I'm just keeping it delivery. I'm not saying any other thing, just delivery. I'm calling it delivery. Boy, Florida. I wonder why all these people are from Florida anyway. They just like Dallas. This is a big city drop right here. It's a lot of people in Dallas. Pearl Street. I remember this one when I was doing Uber. other side of Pearl swoops around. I don't know if this side does. But yeah, the other side of Pearl, under this bridge right here, right in the middle of this overpass, it'll circle around, and you can see some kind of great big bank building. I don't know, I think it's like Chase or something like that. Yeah, it's right over this way. Look at these buildings. My goodness, that's a new one they put up. It's like a Chicago building. Oh, this is at the Crescent. Cool. I don't even know where to park. This is actually a really cool building. I did a lot of this on my early vlog before the Please Subscribe show. This is a lot of stuff I did with the Uber. It's cool that the Please Subscribe show went full circle and we're back in Dallas. But anyway, this is the Crescent. This is an amazing building. This is what we'll actually be doing a drop here. There it is right there. It's known as the Crescent. On this side. Oh, East Hampton. I've done delivery for them, I think through Grubhub and DoorDash. That's Artesian Gourmet right there. Let's see. This is 1 hour right here. This should give me some time. I'm gonna drop off your package at the Crescent. This is 200 right here, but we're looking for 100. So I'm gonna walk down. I think maybe the higher end is gonna be on the right side. Walk down here and see if we can go around this side and see if we can find 100 Crescent. And we'll drop this off right at your doorstep. Well, a little different kind of doorstep though than before. Not exactly the same doorstep. Still kind of a doorstep though. It's just a larger doorstep. Yeah, let's see what it says. It says 300. It's the other way. Yep. It would. All right, so we gotta go the other way. That should say 100 over that way. There's like 3 sections of the Crescent. This one should say 100. Yep, it does. All right, looks like we got it right. Yep. 100. Here we go. Superman style. Yep, this is correct. I have someone let me in. Hello, I have a delivery.
7.
Right.
There is no suite 7.
Okay, I see. All right. We are on. Yeah, hang on. Oh, is it open? Okay, this is this is a different one. What button do I press to get up? Oh, thank you. She pressed the button. Whew. So we're going to 7 right here. It says suite, so should be the suite coming up. 7, all right. Oh, I probably can find through the name. This is everything doing right here for this entire hallway. It means the whole entire floor, or if it just means like a room.
No, you're in the right place.
Oh, I'm in the right place? Okay.
Car A.
Okay, I see. Okay, there it is. All right. So this is the Crescent right here. It's pretty huge. Dealey Plaza, and I wanted to show this because Houston is right here, so we should be on Houston right now. This is where JFK was going towards, and then he turned on Elm this way. And I'm going to show you kind of, there's going to be lots of JFK people right here. A lot of people that are visiting and things like that. And that's Elm. That's where, I got to remember not to talk whenever it's not zoomed in, but that's Elm Street right there. And you can see they're filming, and this is right on the corner. Let's see if I can sneak over this way. So Houston goes this way right here. And JFK went that way, which is Elm. And he was shot, the president back in 1963 was shot right there. And there's the building. That's the Texas Book Depository building where JFK was shot. He came down this way, which is Houston. So he turned on Elm and was shot. JFK Memorial right there. It's right on Main, not too far from where he was assassinated. So we're passing by here where JFK was shot on Elm Street in Dealey Plaza. And I'm going to show you where X marks the spot, but we're going to do kind of a side thing to see. That's where Lee Harvey Oswald was, on the top right in the 6th floor. One shot rang out, boom, he got hit right here. And then the second shot was right there. And that was a headshot, and that killed him. All right. I think they probably went this way towards Parkland. And that was immediate divorce from life, pretty much. Not only from marriage, but Jackie O had to see it happen immediately. It was a pretty horrible thing for a wife to have to see. But JFK did not survive it. It was 3 shots, 1 miss, and 2 hits. United States Marine Corps, Lee Harvey Oswald. This is Dallas World Trade Center right here. There's Dallas Medieval Times. And the Renaissance Hotel is right there. And the Anatole is right there. The last time John Cusack was here, he stayed, well, he didn't stay, but Indiana Jones. Last time John Cusack was here, he gave a speech at the Majestic. Yeah, this is where and so a lot of the rideshare people I picked up right here, just one of them, but I was like, well, what's going on at the Majestic? They said, well, John Cusack was there showing a movie and he was talking. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And that's where I did the pickup for the John Cusack. Right. That's Porta di Rama, that's where I worked. So when I first got back from New York, I got a job at 7-Eleven. And then eventually I got a job right there at that Italian restaurant and bar. The friendliest people ever. The guy that runs it, the brother, one of the 2 brothers, his name is Dimitri. He was the sweetest guy ever. And I was the only waiter for the time that I worked there. But at the time when I worked there, Pollock was playing with Ed Harris. That's how I remember the time. And I'd go over there to Neiman Marcus sometimes. looks like we have a stalled classic car alert. So it's a stalled classic car alert. Have to pass right by it. Classic stalled car alert. Oh, wow. That's that dude. That's the same dude Linda and I met. That's so funny. Over by Willow. That's his car. It's in the show, too. It just stalled out. That is so weird. He was just sitting there. That's the same dude, because I recognize him. That's the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, we saw that guy by Willow Mall. The Willow Bend Mall. Same classic car. Coming in the Beverly, you want to probably go the right way. I went down this way, coming in from Travis or past Travis on Fitzhugh. So there's Beverly's right there. If you're on Fitzhugh, or however you guys say it. Officially for the Please Subscribe show, because it'll make the show. Disney Pixar Elemental coming up on June 16th. Check it out. It should be there right now. It's a great time to get out of the heat since we're at 100 degrees heat wave. Everyone's gone berserk. Get out of the heat. Go into the movie theater and watch yourself some Pixar. Elemental. They're all the way from Kansas. There's a multicultural theater right down there on the other side. If you follow that passage road on the other side of that. I almost did Black Orpheus there. And I ran off to Los Angeles right before then. It was an all-black theater at the time. The Scottish Rite Hospital. My second wife, Angel's famous because of that hospital. Right by Turtle Creek. I always wondered, I wonder how much those places are. I wonder if they're actually affordable, like, you know, $1,500 a month or $1,200 a month or something. I don't know. It's just a question.